Hi, I'm SuperNoob20 and this is my game so far. I've added animations in. And that's all I have so far. And obviously the full screen thing that I showed you last video, I think. I'm pretty sure I did show it to you. Here it is. It used to be buggy back then. I don't know if it's still buggy or not. So yeah, initially I wanted to, oh yes, it is a bit buggy. It is a bit buggy, but if you press F11 again, it gets fixed. And here you can see everything, you know, like the icon, everything. You can either full screen like this or like this, okay? With F11. Okay, so I've added animations. Initially, I had them like this with the tick counter, okay? So basically the tick counter is it's just a frame counter, okay? It starts at 0 when the game is first started, and then it gets increased by amounts of 1 each frame, you know, like it's just a frame counter. So basically what this is like between this frame and this frame do this, between this frame and this frame do this. It's very much akin to like a video editor, I guess. A video editor's timeline. It's like a timeline, okay? But this was pretty nasty to read. Like when I was working with this, I was like doing plenty of errors. I was like, this is so unreadable, and now it's easier to read. And of course, the the more the more clever of you, the ones who are more into like computer science and whatnot, you know that this how is it called, like a flow, like control flow. This code flow is like very nasty. This structure, it's very inefficient to do like a bunch of ifs. Like the time complexity of this algorithm is a bit bad. One way you can fix this is with binary trees, but I haven't gotten into that yet. Maybe someday I will implement that, maybe not. It's just not one of my priorities right now. I would rather work on the rest of the game, but yeah, if you did this with binary trees, it would be a lot more efficient, but yeah. Check how I changed, okay, then I renamed it to seconds, but it's the same. Instead of working with frames, now I'm working with seconds, and it's just a rename, okay? Here it stops at 9 because that's when the intro stops, and then if I do more animations down the line, it will resume at 9, okay? This is just a little test for me to check from my console. I should remove it afterwards. This plays the music, which is not mine, but I will give credits to it, of course, and everything. Oh, here I cut the little kitty. Oh no, I cut it down on accident. I cropped it out. Okay, but yeah, that's it. I don't know if there's much else I can. Initially, I wanted to do it in a class. Okay, here like class animate, but I ended up not being able to implement it. But it would be also a nice idea for the future, you know, to implement this part with binary trees and to implement like this stuff, these animations with classes. Okay, that would be sick if I can someday do that. But for the moment being, yeah, I increase it, okay, by little steps, and this get accumulated. Of course, accum comes from like accumulation, accumulated. It basically the alpha goes from 0 to 255, 0 being completely opaque and 255 being completely transparent. Or is it the other way around? Oh my, I don't remember right now. Yeah, 255 is opaque, 0 is transparent. So this just go by like little steps, and this rounds it. Okay, it doesn't round it. It truncates it. It truncates the float number to the nearest integer. Okay, so if I have like 6 point something something, it gets truncated to 6. Okay. The reason this is needed is because otherwise the program crashes. You can't have an alpha value that is a decimal value. Okay, this is basically like to get a float and get it to an integer. Okay, to get the decimal number to an integer. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know. Like the fade in, it just increases the. This is the position, okay, because it goes from left to right. It gets increased. Here, this is very funny because this increases the, you know, it scrolls horizontally the text, the little title text. it gets increased horizontally by 1 pixel every frame. And because I felt like that was too much for the fade out, it was like moving too much. I wanted to do like a fraction of one. So I did it the cheap, dirty way, and just, it increases by one every 2 pixels. No, sorry, it increases by 1 pixel every 2 frames. Okay, that's all this does. Like every 2 frames, increase it by 1 pixel. And that convinced me. Okay, it's like half the speed, quote unquote. It's a very dirty and cheap trick. Do not do this at home. I should have done something similar to what I did with Step, but I was too lazy. Maybe in the future I will implement it, maybe not. But yeah, this is all I've done so far. Clocking at 216 lines of code minus all this stuff that I removed. How many lines is this? Does it say? Oh no, it doesn't say. But yeah, maybe like 150-ish lines of code. Yeah, 160-ish lines of code so far. So yeah, this is all I've done. It can be improved in all the ways that I told you, but right now I'm just lazy, and like if it works, it works, and I want to keep on moving on to the rest of my game. But yeah, it could be improved in those ways, okay? So I hope you learned something. I hope it was nice. This is the amount of frames. Maybe I should change this to seconds as well. It's fade out with 120 frames, okay? And if I go to fade out, yeah, it's duration in frames. Maybe I will leave it like that, maybe not, but yeah. So that's the little update. Next down the list, the colliders and everything. Because I'm too lazy and I don't want to edit, let's see if I can find like the roadmap. Okay, thank you for watching, and hopefully you learned something, and be looking forward to the collider stuff because it's something that I'm eager about. Bye, take care, love you all, bye.